Hey guys, this month on Disney Rewind, we're going to be watching Fantasia, released back in 1940. Fantasia is comprised of 6 individual stories, each set to classical music. You guys, overall impressions.
It was a very boring movie.
I think I zoned out numerous times.
I took a nap.
I think you did take it. I turned over to look at you, and I think your eyes were closed. Were your eyes closed at one point?
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, she's over there sleeping. I'm over here sacrificing myself to watch this movie.
I was listening. Just fell asleep.
Fantasia is exhausting. That's the only word I can say. It's not that it's necessarily bad. Just, it was all instrumental music and there was no talking. The only person who ever talked was the conductor guy at the very beginning who was telling you what the stories are and whatnot. Okay, so we're just going to get into the questions. First question, favorite character?
Can it be a set of characters?
Yeah.
Can it be a set of Pegasus?
Yeah.
Pegasi?
Yeah, they count. If I had to pick a character, I really liked Sorcerer Mickey. I thought he was really cute. That was kind of funny.
The mushrooms.
The little mushrooms. Those were adorable. And the Nutcracker Suite.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first segment, the Nutcracker Suite. And that was just all a bunch of, like, nature things. Dancing mushrooms and flowers and fish. Okay, the next question is best song, but there was no songs in this. It was just instrumental music, so best instrumental part. So there were 6 segments, so what was your favorite segment, I guess?
Mine was the whole mythological section with the Pegasus and the centaurs and the... Were they supposed to be cupids or...
Cherubs.
Oh, okay. And,
some of the Greek gods.
yeah. Zeus.
I kind of had a toss-up of 2 favorite parts. I really liked Sorcerer Mickey part, or the Sorcerer's Apprentice, I guess is what it was called. I liked that one, and then, yeah, I really liked the mythological part the best, because that was really cute, with all the Pegasuses and Pegasi and unicorns.
We were supposed to answer what our favorite instrumental part was, but I think we also answered what our favorite scene was.
So, for best instrumental part and best scene, I guess we're going to count the mythological part. Best line, like I said at the beginning, there were no lines. But, well, the conductor guy, he was kind of the only one who spoke, but I think he had a really good part at the beginning where he was talking about kind of the inspiration for Fantasia, and then he was talking about music and how you listen to music. And he said something that there were 3 different ways that you can kind of think about music. And he said there was music that literally had a story, and the music was supposed to tell a story. And then there was the music that just provoked images in your head and had different meanings for individual listeners. And then I can't remember what the third one was though, but I thought his beginning quote is kind of interesting. It set up kind of the whole mood of Fantasia. I remember watching Fantasia for the first time as a child, and I remember it being god-awful long. And the movie is only 2 hours long exactly, and I remember as a child it felt
like 4.
It felt like 4 hours. And I'm just kind of confused with Fantasia. Is Fantasia intended for children? It just seems like there's a lot of kind of inappropriate things in Fantasia, and a lot of deeper messages that I don't think children would understand. I certainly did not get Fantasia when I was a child. Like, I just kind of like, you know, the mythological part with the Pegasi and the unicorns and the centaurs and satyrs. It's like I got that, and, you know, the dancing crocodile and hippos. It's like all that was really cute, and I got it. But there's some other, you know, story elements in Fantasia, and it's like, what is that supposed to be, and can children even understand that?
There were naked centaur ladies.
Oh my god. I can't believe there were naked ladies.
Like for real naked.
Yeah.
And then there were... Oh.
The centaur ladies were taking their baths in the little lake or stream, and they were naked, and then it showed them some then putting on like flowers over their chests and stuff to get pretty for the male centaurs.
And the males came running over like, hey!
You know exactly what they were up to.
And then during the last scene with sharing the bog, it was doing this psychedelic thing with all these funky images coming across, and then some naked lady came floating across the screen.
And the whole thing with, what was it called, the Ballad on Bald Mountain?
Yeah.
Was that what that scene was called?
Yeah.
With Sharon Bog. Even though he's never referenced as being called Sharon Bog, I don't even know where we got that name from. But that whole scene in general, I think it was supposed to be this thing between good and evil, the devil versus God, maybe? That was very strange. And I don't think little children understood that at all either.
Because there's the souls were floating up.
Yeah.
There's like little skeletal people floating up to him. During the mythological scene, and Zeus showed up, and Zeus kind of looked like the Zeus in Hercules.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Because he had like the same look to his face, and he had that the same facial features and stuff. The way his expressions were made were like the same in the Hercules cartoon.
Yeah, because if you've watched the Hercules cartoon, if you notice the animation is very kind of square shaped. Everyone has very square, angular features, and you know, they don't even have round fingers, they have like square fingers. And yeah, the Zeus in this movie looked pretty identical to the Hercules version. Just slight differences. But the animation style was pretty similar. And Fantasia was pretty brutal on occasion. The dinosaur scene, that got pretty graphic.
That poor Stegosaurus.
Yeah, the T-Rex killed that Stegosaurus. He basically, twisted his neck or something?
He bit his neck like a couple times.
And then you had the dinosaurs dying out.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
They're all fighting for one.
Then they all died and became skeletons. See, but children, that's going to scare the holy crap out of children. I remember as a child, when the dinosaur segment came up, that genuinely scared me. I remember being really frightened of that whole scene. And plus, the dinosaur segment, the conductor guy at the beginning of that segment said something about that the music being used was supposed to represent, like, primitive nature. And so, in Fantasia, they do it by starting off with, I guess, the Big Bang, and how life started on Earth, and the Earth was just volcanoes, and then bacteria and early life forms, and then
amoebas.
Yeah, and then poof, the dinosaurs, and then they die.
And then during the Sorcerer Mickey scene, Mickey got mad at the broom, and he magically made the axe appear in his hand.
He hacked up the broom.
And he hacked up the broom. The poor broom.
Yeah, that was brutal too.
It was alive and he killed it.
Yeah. And speaking about Sorcerer Mickey, I always remember the Sorcerer's Apprentice being one of the main parts of the movie, but I thought that was the first segment in the movie, but it wasn't. It was, the second?
Yeah.
Because the first part was the whole Nutcracker suite with the nature theme going on, and then that. So now it's time that I give a book recommendation. If you really like Fantasia, then you might like The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I guess the big thing about Fantasia is that it's just a very descriptive movie, and you're not given much. You just have to rely on the music to tell you the story and just the emotion that's coming across. And I kind of think The Night Circus is like that in some ways. The Night Circus is about a circus that only opens up at night, and it's about these two rival magicians who have to send out a champion for their champions to fight each other, and they have to show their magical abilities. And the Night Circus, it's not so much about character development. The big thing about the Night Circus is that it's a very descriptive novel, very fantastical, very magical, and I think all of those elements you can kind of describe with Fantasia as well. So if you really like Fantasia, I think you will highly enjoy the Night Circus. And even if you don't like Fantasia like us, you'll still like this book. Okay, so concluding thoughts. If you had to give it a Mickey ear, 1 out of 5 Mickey ears, what would you give?
I don't know. I'm
Okay, we gave...
Because there's some parts that I like
Yeah.
decently, but then the others I just wish it would end.
Okay, we gave Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs 1 star. Was Fantasia worse than Snow White?
I'm not sure. No. I mean, yeah. No.
Make up your mind. Yeah, I'm conflicted to... What, about a 1 or 2 star?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted about a 1 or 2 Mickey ear rating.
I mean, it's not bad.
But even if I gave Fantasia a 1 star, I think I rate it as a higher 1 star maybe than Snow White. Because Fantasia did... I mean, it was just personally boring to us because we wanted some dialogue. And some of the segments were just kind of boring.
I mean, some of the stuff was cool. Or, you know, like the drawings and stuff.
Yeah.
But
the animation was really good.
Yeah, but the concept sucked.
Yeah, the concept is what we didn't really particularly enjoy.
It wasn't really that great.
Okay, so there were 6 different segments. We have said that the mythological part was our favorite, right?
Yeah.
And then we would place Sorcerer's Apprentice as second.
Yeah.
And then third, maybe the hippos?
Yeah.
The dancing hippos and ostriches and the alligators, maybe?
The dinos.
Oh, yeah, I'd place the dinos.
The
right.
whole Earth coming.
Yeah, that'd be fourth. You know what? I actually might place that higher than the dancing hippos, though.
Yeah.
So switch the hippos and the dinosaurs. I like the dinosaurs better than the hippos.
And then the hippos. And then Sharon Ball.
And then Sharon, the Bald Mountain scene.
And then the Nutcracker
The
Suite.
Nutcracker Suite. So, 1 Mickey?
Yeah.
I feel bad kind of giving it 1 Mickey ear, considering that we gave Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs 1 Mickey ear. It's like I feel like we gotta do like 10 Mickey ears. We might have to upgrade our system to 10 Mickey ears because this is too difficult. Like I said, Fantasia wasn't necessarily bad, it's just there was a lot of it that just was kind of boring and I found myself zoning out on occasion. She literally took a little nap. I don't even know how she's in here reviewing. But the artwork was great. And I think what Disney was going for made sense, I suppose. You know, like I said, that they were trying to do the thing of a literal story that's told in music and then just music that provokes images in your head and what you're getting from that music, personally. So I guess that's it for this review. This review kind of sucks, you guys. I don't think we talked about anything of importance. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you liked this month's Disney Rewind, then you may like these. Bye, guys.